Hi, it's Talsvids. This is my review on the Bose Soundsport wireless in-ear earphones from Bose. I got these end of last week after placing an order a week or so before. Basically Bose released these a few months back, but they withdrew them from sale because there's a few units that were affected by a bit of sweat leakage, and they withdrew them from sale to investigate, and they've since found the cause and they fixed them. So nice to know that Bose listen to complaints. So this is a packaging. Get that out of the way. This opens out. You've got a little bit there. Tells you engineer to stay with you and out of the way. And then a little bit there. Just advising you to download the Bose Connect app, which you can download for both iOS devices and Android devices in the respective stores. Just remove a bit of the packaging. Now you get a little soft carry case. Personally, I don't use this because I've got the Bose charging case, which is a hard case. And I'll review that shortly. So quite a nice little case, soft lined, and you get a little pocket there where you can store your spare stay here tips. Right, got little carabiner clip, which you can attach onto the little storage case, so you can clip it onto your rucksack or bag, whatever you want to do. These are the stay here tips, and you get the small, medium, which are installed on the earphones, and large. For my particular ears, I found that large were the best, but obviously you try which ones suit your ears best. I purchased some replacement tips as well, just so I've got a couple of pairs spare. You've got to phone Bose customer services up at this time because they aren't listed on the website for the Soundsport wireless. Excuse me. And I paid $6.95 and you get 2 pairs. Now, the little tips really soft, as you can see, they're quite bendy, and also this little bit here this goes in the ball of your ear, and that little bit there at the top rests on the ridge of your ear. And I find when you're choosing the size, you're best using one where you need to pop that bit in. Basically it'll stand proud of your ear and you'll need to push it in so it sits in the ball of your ear. But even if it's a tight fit, they're really soft silicone rubber, and they won't cause you any discomfort. Comfort level on these is absolutely fantastic. Then you've got this piece here. This rests in the ear canal, just in the opening of the ear canal, and again you can see as I'm pressing it, it's really soft. So they're the stay here tips. The little USB charging cable. Some paperwork, support, quick start guide, warranty information. I will provide in the video description below a link where you can download the full instruction manual for these, because as is the norm with most items now, you only get a quick start guide, and to get the full user guide you've got to download it off of the manufacturer's website. So I'll just put all this back and we'll move on to the earphones. Now these are the Soundsport wireless. Now they do look a little big, I must admit, and when I first got them I thought, well, when I first seen them on the website I thought they're going to be a bit too big to fit in, but it's just actually this part here, I'll just point it out, just sort of this part here that sits in your ear. So basically this part here, this stands outside of your ear, and you do feel when you first wear them that they're going to fall out, but they don't, as long as you make sure you've got the right tips, because these keep them firmly anchored in place. And these are the large tips, as I mentioned earlier, for my ear type size. Made of like a rubbery plastic material. Seem quite well made. You've got your little glossy Bose logo on the side. And this is the cable. It's quite a nice cable. You can bundle it up. It doesn't tangle. This is the little Bose clothing clip, and basically you attach this onto the collar of your t-shirt and it stops the cable from jumping around if you're jogging, and you can detach it if you don't want it on. This is the little remote control mic. So this little bit here where you've got a series of holes, that's for the microphone, so you can talk on a telephone call. That little symbol there, that's for the little NFC pairing option, which you can do on Android phones. You just basically place that near your phone, that's where the NFC chip is. And then the other side, you've got your volume up, volume down, play, pause, and it'll answer and end calls, and also a double press will skip forward a track on music, and a triple press will go back a track. Buttons are fairly sturdy. You can hear they've got a nice positive click. Hopefully you'll be able to hear that. And then on this side, you've got the little power button for switching them on and off. Basically you hold this for around 2 seconds and you'll hear the tone as it's powered and on, and to switch it off you do the same and you'll hear the powered and down tone. That little battery symbol there, that comes on, it flashes green when the battery's at I think it's between 50 and 100%. I think it's amber when it's on 30% and below, I think it is, or 50 to 30%. And you've got the little Bluetooth light there. Basically it'll flash when it's in the process of connecting, and it'll light steady when it's connected. And it'll also flash at a rapid interval when it's in paired mode. So I'll see if I'll just hold the earpiece next to this microphone, and you might be able to hear it powered and on. And when you're powering it on, you'll hear it announce what device it's trying to connect to. So you'll hear it trying to connect to my iPhone.
Battery 60%.
Well, you didn't need to connect to my iPhone because I haven't got Bluetooth on, but basically you'll hear it say connecting to whatever the name of your iPhone is, and it'll also announce the battery level as well when you're switching them on, so you're never left guessing. And also as well, if you go into the notification center on iPhone, in iOS 9, if you swipe down from the top, that'll reveal the notification center, and you'll be able to see the battery levels in percentage for the earphones. In iOS 10, you swipe, I think it's from the left to the right, and that'll bring on the notifications and widgets page, and again you'll be able to see the percentage of the sound sports. Now, comfort wise, absolutely superb, cannot fault them at all. From having these, my previous pair were a pair of in-ear earphones, and they went quite deep into the ear canal, and there was no getting away that you were wearing them. With these, we'd been used with that noticeable feeling in the ears from my previous earphones. I did find that I thought these were going to fall out. It's just due to these being a really comfortable fit, and they've never fallen out once, despite jogging for half an hour at a time. They've been absolutely fine. Now on to sound quality. The noise isolation for them isn't brilliant, but it blocks out a little bit of noise. But with sports earphones, from a safety point of view, a lot of runners prefer to hear a little bit of outside sound for safety, like traffic, that kind of thing. So they don't block out noise, background noise brilliantly, but they do a good enough job. When you're listening to music on a decent enough volume level, you'll have no problem hearing the music over the background noise. Basically, I would say around about 20 inches, 18 inches in length from earpiece to earpiece, and you basically just drape the cable around the back of your neck, and they're absolutely superb. Now, actual sound quality, I've owned earphones previous to these that have cost maybe £50 more, and if I'm honest, I find that the Soundsports equally matched with sound quality. They've got a nice deep weighty bass, but at the same time it doesn't flood over into the mids and the highs and mud all of them frequencies out. You've got a nice weighty bass when you need it, and also the mids are nice and clear and detailed, and the same for the highs and the vocals as well. So if you're listening to a bass heavy song, you've got no problems hearing the mids and the highs with these. For a sports earphone, the sound quality is absolutely superb. I basically couldn't be happier with them. So I think that about covers everything for this review. Can't think of anything else that I need to include. Oh yes, I paid £139 for these. You can get them in aqua, which is like a turquoisey green, and you can also get them in another colour which I think isn't out yet. You've got to pre-order them. I think it's called citrus. It's like a yellowy greeny colour, and there's grey on them as well. So you've got a choice of 3 different colours. So I think that about covers everything. If you found this review helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and also if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll receive emails when I upload any new videos. Well, thanks for watching. Goodbye.